over yonder, so I can take a look around at what you've seen. I can see from where I am you're on an adventure, in a place you can't describe. Some things can't be captured in words.
Alright, what's up mga kamatler na isang magandang araw sa inyong lahat. Ito pa rin ang inyong abot kamay na mga teacher, si Sir Ash. At welcome sa ating new topic for today for our grade 7 students. And this is the first topic para sa quarter 3. Now, our quarter 3 have already started and we have been sharing our discussions para sa ating mga math learners. And my dear math learners, if you do have some questions, requests, and other comments about our videos, feel free to put it in our comment section below. So, before tayo magsisimula, hopefully, if you are new to this channel, kindly subscribe. Click that subscribe button at notification bell para laging updated kayo sa ating mga susunod na topic. Okay, so ano nga ba itong tungkol sa first module sa quarter 3 ng grade 7? Okay, so for our grade 7, this is under the topic geometry. So this will be focusing on points, lines, and plane. Alright, so let us start, my dear math learners. Madali lang ito. Okay, for our students, these are just I think 20 pages siguro ito. Now, let us talk about the first page. The first page is the cover page, which is the title and the quarter number for the module. Okay, so we talk about, so it says here that our topic will be focusing on points, lines, and angles. Alright. Next, second page is the people behind on this module. So, disclaimer lamang po, my dear math learners, hindi po may-ari ni Sir Ash ang mga dinidiscuss dito sa channel natin in terms of the module discussion, because these modules is being owned or are being owned by our fellow people in the Department of Education. Alright. And then, on the third page, we have the title page. And on the fourth page is the introductory message for the facilitator as well as for our learners. Kayo yon, my dear math learners. And on the fifth page is the the objectives of the topic. Ano nga bang objectives para sa module na ito, my dear math learners? So, number 1, represent point, line, and plane using concrete and pictorial models. Second is to illustrate the subsets of a line. And number 3 is to classify the different kinds of angles. So, napakadali lamang po, my dear math learners, ng topic na ito. After that, you have your, let us try. This is what we call the pretest. But somehow, this pretest is a matching type. Hindi katulad yung usual na pretest natin na ABCD. Okay, so napakadali lang ng pretest na ito. So, we have here the column A, the line segment, plane, and point. So, in the column B, ano kaya ang mga pwedeng representation ng line segment, ng plane, at saka point in the real life setting. Alright. Next is the introductory, or what we call the introduction of the topic. So, let us study. So, ano nga ba ang point, line, and plane? So, basically, my dear math learners, itong topic na ito is also known as undefined terms. Ibig sabihin, when we say undefined terms, ito yung mga terms na walang specific meaning. Okay? Wala siyang specific definition, kumbaga. Instead, these words are only being described as they are. Okay? So, hindi katulad ng ibang words sa English na meron talagang meaning. Tama? So, ito naman, sa mathematics, ito si point, ito si line, at saka ito si plane. Ito yung mga words na kung saan hindi mabibigyan ng meaning kasi maraming magkakaroon ng maraming debate. However, these people, itong mga mathematician, naging ano na lang sila, they settled in a description. Okay, so doon sila nagbigay ng somehow a partful meaning about this one. Okay, so I don't know bakit nilagay dito definition, but of course, a point is just being described. So, mga undefined terms ito sila. Okay? So, illustration of a point is just a dot. Alright? How to name point, use a capital letter. Ganun lang kadali. So, ano ba ang pwede nating ma-describe sa point? O, yan. It has a position or a location on a plane surface. It has no length, wala siyang haba. No width, wala siyang kapal. No thickness. Haba, kapal, at saka taas. Ganon. And all of the figures in geometry are made up of points. So, ito yung building block, kumbaga sa geometry. Kung sa science, meron tayong cells, meron tayong atoms, tama? Dito naman sa geometry, meron tayong point. Ito, dito nagsisimula ang lahat. Alright. Next, we have here the line. So, how do you, tawag dito, how do you illustrate a line? So, a line is a straight line with two arrows. Okay? It's a straight mark with two arrows on opposite end. Okay? And then, it can be named by using two capital letters, and that capital letters will be represented as point on the line. Okay? Ito yon. Point X and point Y. So, this is known as line XY. Of course, you can also name it by using a small letter. So, line M. Remember, in naming points in a line, you can name them either way. Pwedeng pabaliktad. Pwedeng XY, pwedeng YX. Okay, line XY and line YX are just the same. Okay, so how do we describe line? Ito yon. It has no width, no thickness, pero meron siyang length. Okay, may haba siya. Though the length is infinite kasi may arrow ito. Tama? So, hindi siya matatapos. It is composed of many points. So, as you can see, maraming mga points dyan. When the points are connected to each other in a straight line, then that is called a line. Okay? That determines a line. Alright? So, the points, as long as meron kang dalawang point, you can make a line. Alright? Ganun lang kadali. Now, let us go to plane. Now, the plane, of course, is, it could be 3 sides, 4 sides, 5 sides, or any other side. Okay? However, when we say plane, the plane is basically described as a two-dimensional figure. When we say two-dimensional, it has length and width. Okay, ganon. So, it has 2 dimensions. Alright. Okay. So, how can we name a plane? So, you could use points inside a plane. Alright, like this one. So, we have here X, Y, Z. So, though the X, Y, Z is not part of the sides of the plane, they are inside of the plane, they can still be named through these letters as long as they are not collinear. Okay, not collinear, meaning non-collinear points, they are points that do not lie on the same line. When points are on the same line, collinear ang tawag doon. Okay? So, a plane is a flat surface that extends infinitely. So, it could extend, alright? In all directions. It has infinite length, it has infinite width, but it has no thickness. Walang kapal. Okay? Meron siyang length, meron siyang width. Ganun. A plane is named by 3 points in the plane that are not on the same line. Okay, so those are what I've said earlier. Okay, so we have here, draw me, name of the object. So look at the things in your house, alright? Identify one thing at your house that represent a line, a point, and a plane. After you have identified it, draw it on the space provided. Okay, napakadali lang ito. Point. Ano bang point na makikita natin sa house? Marami. Okay? It could be a tip of a pen, a tip of a needle, the corner of a TV, ganon. The corner. And that's a point, okay? So, how about line? The edge. Ayan, the edge of a table, the sides of the door. Yan, mga line yan sila. Plane, the door itself, the TV itself, the ref. Ang dami. Subset of a line. Okay, so ito yung mga under kay line. Okay? Hindi underline, ha? Okay. When we say a subset of a line, these are when you para bang pag pag i-disassemble mo si line, marami kang ma-form. Okay. So, one of those is the ray. Yan. So, alam natin na si line is ang ends niya is arrow. So, si ray naman is yung isa lang. Okay? Parang pinutol yung isang arrow. Okay? The one part. So, that's a ray. Line segment naman, pag pinutol yung dalawang arrow. Okay? So, yun, line segment. So, it means it's just a segment of the line. So, line segment ang tawag doon. And this two subset of a line, this is used in a lot of geometrical figures. Okay? So, si ray, when you have more rays and then when they are connected into one certain point, it could form an angle. Okay? So, somehow, ray is a very important matter in the subset of a line. Okay, so a ray is a subset of a line that has one endpoint and one continues infinitely in one direction. Okay? So, arrow yung isa. Paano ba to pangalanan? Same pa rin, dalawang points. Okay? So, however, when you name a ray, hindi katulad kanina sa line segment, okay? Hindi katulad kanina sa pagpangalan ng line na pwede mong pagbaliktarin si X at saka si Y. For example, like this. Dito, magsisimula ka talaga kung sino yung endpoint. Okay? So, kung endpoint mo ito, X. So, XY. This is ray XY. Yan. Maglalagay ka ng symbol sa taas. Alright? Alright. Now, let's go to line segment. Okay. So, since the line segment, ang bawat dulo ay pinutol ng, yung dalawang arrow pinutol. So, endpoints na lang. Now, ito, katulad lang ito sa pagpangalan kay line. Pwede mong pagbaliktarin. So, it could be XY or YX. Line segment XY or line segment YX. They are just the same, my dear math learners. Okay? So, of course, itong line segment, gamit na gamit ito kapag nagpo-form ka na ng mga figures like shapes, polygons, yung mga ganun. Alright. Now, we have here example. So, name all the rays and line segments that can be formed from the line below. So, ray tayo ha. So, we need to at least have 2 points. So, we could start papunta dito. So, we have OD. Yan. We have NO. Kasi may arrow pa rin yan papunta doon. We have ND. Pwede din doon. Okay. So, that's 1. That's 3 already. Kung papunta naman dito, we have ON. We have DN. We have, ayun. So, we have 6 all in all. So, ON, OD, NO, ND, DO, yan, and DN. Okay? So, basta, always remember, when you name ray, you start with a endpoint. Okay. How about line segment? So, kung line segment naman, ito yon. Okay. So, this is 1. DO or OD, they are just the same. ON and NO, they are just the same. And DN and ND, they are just the same. So, tatlo lang. Now, we have here, identify me. Identify all the rays. So, ganun lang ang ginawa kanina. Okay, same goes. Now, let's talk about the angles, my dear math learners. So, paano ba itong angle? Angles are formed when two rays connect on a certain point or certain endpoint. Okay, and that endpoint is what we call the vertex. And these two rays right now will be called the side of the angle. Okay, so an angle is formed by two rays that share a common endpoint. This endpoint is called the vertex, and the rays are called the sides of the angle. Alright, so I hope that is very clear, my dear math learners. Now, a degree denoted by yung maliit na bilog sa taas is a unit used when measuring an angle. So, para sa inyo ngayon, my dear grade 7 students, degree muna kayo. When you go to a higher level, there are more ways to measure angles. Okay? Papasok na doon si radian measures, mga ganun. Yung the use of pi, yung mga ganun. Okay. So, these are the illustration of a vertex. So, remember, pwede yan siyang different side, ha? So, pwedeng dito nakaharap, pwedeng dito nakaharap, pwedeng sa taas nakaharap, pwedeng sa baba nakaharap. As long as they are sharing one vertex. Okay. Now, in naming a vertex, in naming an angle, you usually use the vertex by its name. So, for example, like this. This can be This can be named as angle Z, my dear math learners, right? Okay, so napakadali lang, angle Z. Pwede din tatlong letter. Lalong-lalo na kapag marami ng angles sa pinag-uusapan, my dear math learners. Okay? So, as you can see dito, we have here 3 points on the angle, right? So, we can name this as angle EZA or angle AZE. Now, my dear math learners, remember that when you name an angle, always put the vertex in the middle. Okay? Hindi pwedeng mag-change yung vertex. Kung si Z ang ating vertex, kailangan sa 3 letters, parating si Z nasa gitna. Okay? So, it could be EZA or AZE. Alright? So, angle AZE and angle EZA. Okay? So, easy lang talaga, my dear math learners. Alright? Now, we have also here a number. We could denote a number. So, this one can be named as angle 1. But that number should be written in the middle of the vertex. Yung opening ng vertex, doon ilalagay si number. Okay? So, it could be angle 1. Ayan. So, we have here, ayan. So, what are the vertex? Okay, the vertex here is A, the vertex here is E, the vertex here is I. What are the sides? So, we have AM. We have AN. We have EP, we have ET, we have IZ, we have IP. Okay, what is the name of the angle? So, it could be angle A, it could be angle MAN, it could be angle NAM. Alright, how about here? It could be angle P, angle PET, or angle TEP. Alright, dito naman, angle I, angle ZIP, and angle PIZ. So, napakadali lang, my dear math learners. And now, let us talk about the different kinds of angles according to the degree measure. So, ibig sabihin, yung laki ng bukaka ng angle, meron siyang particular names of the angle. Okay. Now, kapag ang angle mo ay from 1 hanggang sa 89, ayan, okay? Or less than 90 degrees. Kumbaga, 0 to 90 degrees. Okay? Nasa gitna ng 0 to 90 degrees. Ang tawag doon is acute angle. Okay? Napakadali lang. Parang si Sir Ash. Acute angle. Alright. Next naman is kapag exactly 90 degrees ang angle, ang tawag doon right angle. Hindi left, right angle. Alright. And then, kapag mas malaki sa 90 degrees, pero mas maliit sa 180 degrees, ulitin ko, mas malaki sa 90, pero hindi sosobra or hindi aabot sa 180 degrees. Ang tawag naman doon ay obtuse angle. Ayan, example, 116, ganun. Now, kapag ang angle naman ay eksaktong 180 degrees, ang tawag naman doon ay straight angle. So, baka sabihin mo, sir, parang line lang man yan. Yes, parang line. Pero meron siya 3 points and it says here that the measurement is 180 degrees, then that is called a straight angle. Okay. And last is kapag sumobra pa sa straight angle ang sukat ng angle, ibig sabihin parang umikot pa talaga siya. Ganun. Alright. Ang tawag naman doon is reflex angle. So, those are angles more than 180 degrees. So, ulitin natin. 0 hanggang 90, yung gitna doon, kung yun ang measurement ng angle mo, acute angle ang tawag. Kapag eksakto sa 90, right angle. Kapag sobra sa 90 pero less than 180, obtuse angle ang tawag. Kapag eksakto sa 180, straight angle. At kapag sobra sa 180, reflex angle. Okay! Napakadali lang, my dear math learners. Now, let us go to here. According to pairs naman. Okay, meron tayong tinatawag na pairing of angles. When you pair two angles and the measurement is 90 degrees or the sum of the two pairs is 90 degrees, ang tawag doon, complementary angles. Okay, ulitin ko, kapag meron kang angles, tapos ang measurement or ang total measure ng angles na yon is 90 degrees, ang tawag doon, complementary angles. Kapag 180 degrees naman ang pair, supplementary angles naman ang tawag. Okay? So, therefore, let me remind you, my dear math learners, walang complementary angle. Angles talaga yan. Okay? Kasi pairing yan. Walang supplementary angle. Angles talaga yan. Supplementary angles. Okay. Now, vertical angles naman is yung magka-opposite. Okay? So, back-to-back. Ito yung tinatawag nila na back-to-back angles. So, non-adjacent angles. Meaning, walang angles na nag-share or walang sides ng angles ang nag-share ng pair. Okay? So, that is what we call vertical angles. Adjacent angles naman kapag meron silang side na sinishare nila. Okay? Linear pair naman is kapag yung dalawang angles are magfo-form ng isang straight line or straight angle. Yun ang tawag doon, linear pair. So, technically, ka-consider niya dito si supplementary angles. Okay, linear pairs are adjacent angles and are supplementary. So, pag pinagsama si adjacent at saka si supplementary, linear pair ang tawag doon. 180 pa rin ang total. So, now, let us go to the let us practice, my dear math learners. Ito na yung part na kung saan kayo naman ang sasagot sa mga lessons ninyo. Alright. So, ano bang dapat natin gawin sa test 1? Okay, identify the following geometric terms. Ayan. It has an infinite length but does not have width and dimension. Okay, infinite length. Ayan, alam na yan natin yan. Line. It has an infinite length and width but does not have thickness. So, 2 dimension. Okay, plane yan. It is an angle that measures exactly 90 degrees. Right. It is formed by 2 rays that have a common endpoint, angle. It is a subset of a line that has 2 endpoints, line segment. It is an angle that measures greater 90 degrees but less than 180. Ano tawag doon? Alright, very good. Obtuse. It tells an exact location in a plane. It has no width, length, no thickness. Point. It is a subset of a line that has 1 endpoint and extends infinitely in one direction, ray. It is an angle that measures exactly 180 straight. It is an angle that measures greater than reflex. Okay, so napakadali lang, my dear math learners. Now, we have here, below is a map. Study the map and answer the questions that follow. Identifications. Name all the rays, line segments, and angles found in the map. In naming the angles, use only the vertex. Vertex lang pagpapangalan ha. Remember to use proper notation. Okay, so angle muna tayo. Let's start with angle. We have angle G, angle I, angle L, angle A, and angle Z. Okay, nasagot ko na si angle. How about line segment? Okay, pwedeng ito. Ito lang. Ito na part. 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 Okay, basta line segment lang ang figure. Ray. Ito, madali lang to. Ganun lang din. Basta you start with the endpoint. I'm sure kayang-kaya nyo na yan, my dear math learners. Let us go to test 2. Analyze the map, then answer the following questions. Write the answer provided before each number. What is the name of the angle to which the library is located? Name of the angle, library is located. Ito. Ito yun, angle. Pangalanan mo yung angle na yan. What are the rays that forms the Santol Street? Santol Street. Ito yun. What are the rays? Ito. Yan, at yan. What angle is the terminal located? Ito yon, angle. What line segment form Durian Street? Ito yon, okay? Yan. What rays form the Santan Street? Ito yon, rays. Now, remember, my dear mathers, kapag sinabing rays, meron talaga yung figure na rays sa taas. Okay? Kapag sinabi ng line segment, meron ding figure na line segment sa taas ng bawat letters. Okay? Ng dalawang letter na gagamitin mo. So, be vigilant about that one. Now, let us remember, and this is the generalization about the topic we have just discussed. Then, after that, you have now the post-test. Now, this post-test, these are A, B, C, D questions. And I'm hoping na kayang-kayang nyo nang sagutin ang mga questions na ito, my dear math learners, because all of the questions here are based on what we have just discussed about the module. Alright. So, these are 15 questions, ABCD lang. Then, after that, you have the performance task. Okay? So, these are an activity in which you will be graded according to the rubric. And then you have the reflection. Okay, so the table below contains the word encouragement. Look for these words and combine them to form a phrase. Ayan. So, you just make phrase from this. Yan. So, this is a reflection. When we say reflection, no wrong and right answers about this one. It is just your way of founding or expressing what you have learned. Okay, and then after that, the answer key. Okay, so I hope my dear math learners naintindihan nyo ang topic natin for today. Kapag meron pa kayong mga questions about our topic, feel free to put your inquiries o yung mga tanong ninyo sa ating comment section below. Ito pa rin ang inyong abot kamay na math teacher, si Sir Ash. At if you do like this video, please paki-like na lang ng button dyan sa ibaba and share this to your fellow friends, classmates, and schoolmates. Always remember, it is fun to learn mathematics if we are together learning. Thank you so much. God bless and keep safe always. Alright!
I will take a little trip over yonder, so I can take a look around at what you've seen. I can see from where I am you're on